Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kriti Tiwari and we are doing World Watercolor Month. We've already completed 15 paintings so far and we are at our last stretch, which is another 5 paintings. So yeah, let's start the another week. So this would be day 16 for us. And for day 16 I've thought about we'll do a nice sunset scene, like sky, then water, and then the stones in the water, but then it would be a dawn and dusk kind of time where this would be like a little dark in color. So yeah, we'll see how we can go ahead and do that. Okay, now there are too many color variations that are possible with this, like go wild, right? You can also do in yellow ochre, raw sienna, those kind of shades. You can also do pink, orange, yellow. You can do that in blue shades as well, right? So there are many combinations of this one. First, somehow I got very inclined to yellow and orange, so we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so in order to do that, I will be starting and then wetting my paper. So whatever we color we do from this to this, like from bottom to top, we're gonna do applicate replica of that from top to bottom. Okay, so we are wetting the whole paper now. Now when we are wetting the paper, we just have to make sure that we are wetting the paper thoroughly and not leaving like lot of puddles on the paper. You go back to the paper again and again. Okay, okay, so this is good. So I have wet my paper. Okay, and as I said, I was kind of very inclined towards painting yellow and orange, so that's what we are gonna do. Okay, so I will start by picking up my yellow color. So for the yellow, I'm using gomboge here. So I'm just thinking, so we'll go yellow and orange on the top and then yellow and orange on the bottom. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do. Okay, so we're going yellow, and then we're gonna do orange. We can also actually do so we'll do red, which comes down and becomes orange. Yeah, that seems way nicer than what I was thinking. And I'm gonna keep my paper tilted so that the blending is nice. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush, take my yellow, and then blend it again nicely. Okay, now we are gonna do the other way. So we'll do yellow, continue doing the yellow here. Okay, and then we'll do red from the bottom, all the way up till yellow, and then we start blending them together. Okay, then we start blending them together. So that's our scene. Now if you feel like it is like too empty and you want to add some drama to the sky, maybe take a orange shade. Okay, orange shade or red something, and then do like kind of these strokes from which goes from out to in. Okay, so we are doing out to in, and wherever we have done red, if you want you can add little bit of Payne's gray mixed with burnt sienna to make a darker clouds in that area. Okay, so we're just trying to add a bit of drama onto the sky, so it is not completely plain and bland. If you don't want to do this, if you want to keep your sky like plain, oh yeah, you can, right? So skip this part. So go directly jump onto the part where we are painting the bottom portion of the painting. Okay, this is totally optional, guys, and you can make your painting as you like. Okay, so I think that's like too much of drama now added. And then I want to also create a segregation here in the middle of it, right? So horizon line, that as we call it, so here. Okay, and then so we can just go ahead and do that. And I'm just making use of my paper, so I'm just going ahead and then dropping color, so the paper is still too wet and it's gonna just spread and naturally form that segregation that we are looking for. So it would look like a distant foliage, right? But then we are not intentionally creating, we are just letting color do its job. Okay, cool, right? Nice. Now before I go ahead and add any details, I think would be better if we let this one dry out, and then we can go ahead and add some details on top of it, right? Yeah. Okay, so the bottom portion is like semi-dry. It is dry, more than semi-dry, and now would be a right time to add the stones or rock that we were talking about. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add them. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so as of now I'm only using like a paint gray here to add those rocks. Okay, and then we'll see how to give them the impact that we are looking for. Okay, so we'll also have to wait for these to dry up a bit before we go ahead and do anything. Okay, so I'm just extending my brushwork to kind of show ripples around them. So what I'm doing is I'm just drawing some lines and leaving some space, like so, leaving some gaps so they appear to look like ripples. Okay, and mostly doing dry brushing here so that it takes that texture and then it really starts to feel like they are ripples in water. Okay, nice. You're actually looking nice. Okay, so what do we do now? I'm just thinking if we really want to add more rocks to it, or we just call it, we just add some ripples on the water and that's it, right? So okay, so let's see, we will add some ripples in the water for now. So I'm using my yellow ochre, but I'm gonna mix my yellow ochre with a bit of gomboge. Okay, and here there would be like thin lines, right? Okay, and then we go ahead and do the same with red color. Maybe I'll make it a little bit darker, right? Okay, so I think looking good. We'll just finish the detailing here and there. Okay, see how beautiful it is looking, right? So yeah, now we can go ahead and send some, like, lift some colors from these rocks. Okay, so give them a bit of a texture, or we can come ahead and then add some yellows and orange to them, like for the reflection of the sky. Okay, we don't have to give to everything, just few strokes here and there, and it does the job. Okay, so now this is done, and I kept thinking about if we really want to add some birds. So I thought about it, and I'm thinking we can add maybe some smaller ones, like very tiny ones, not the bigger ones, right? So I will just prepare my paint gray, neutral black, right? And I'm gonna come and then very closely, very teensy tiny birds we want to add, right? So okay, so you can add more, one or two. Just don't go overboard with them, because then it would just not look nice. And I have in the past I've done such stupid mistakes of adding like too many of these birdies, which like has filled up the whole sky, and then it did not make sense at all. But I love those mistakes that I have made in the past. It has made me the person who I am today. So if I would have not made those mistakes, I would have never learned, right? So I think someone, like, there's a quote, right? Someone says that it is always best to fail and then learn. A person who has failed more times, like multiple times, knows the value of success. Right? So yeah, that is true. So if you're consistent and then practicing, and then things doesn't work out, you don't give up, you try again and again. Yeah, that's what makes a huge difference. Okay, so here we are, and we are done with this one, and I am in love with this one. How pretty it has turned out. I'm so happy with how it is looking. Yeah, so I would really recommend you guys, you can go ahead and then do other color variations. So maybe like a same sky, right, that we created last time. So maybe you can create a same sky, like this sky, and then exactly opposite of this on the bottom. So what you are gonna do, crimson, purple, so you are gonna do crimson, violet and blue, and then exact opposite of crimson, violet, blue, right? Then you're gonna add the ripples, and then you can add stones, and then maybe add pinkish stone to the stone to reflect this crimson, right? So any color combination is possible. The limit is endless. It totally depends upon your creativity. I hope you have enjoyed this, and all these paintings that I'm bringing to you guys can be done in varied manner. Like you can change the color on the color wheel, and the painting changes, right? So do experiment, and let me know in case of any doubt. I'll see you in the next tutorial.